Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on the weekly call for diversifying your assets. Philippa built a small PowerPoint presentation, which is very rough because of time constraints. We started working on this thing a few minutes ago. Just to give you an idea, I will go more into detail after we will make the presentation a little bit more complete and a little bit more presentable, but I am going to show you a few things on there. Let's see if I can get something working here. There we go. Okay, can you all see the screen? Just give me a thumbs up if
Yes,
you
we
can see the
can.
screen, somebody. Good. Right, we do this. Next. Right, we're going to talk today about the flow of some of the platforms that we're on. The first four.
Stefan, we can see the
Yes.
whole. We can see the whole screen, not just the slide.
What can you see currently?
You can see the diversify your assets and the second slide as if it's presenter's view.
Is all the circles visible?
Yes.
No, it doesn't matter. Then we go like that.
No, but it's not a big.
Make
It's not a.
we'll make this look better next time. We didn't
But
have
it's
much
not a
time
big.
today.
Okay, it's not a big screen. You can't see the size of the screen.
Can you read the words that's in
No.
the circle?
No.
Then we bug it. Doesn't matter.
Let
Everybody
me share
knows
my.
about all the platforms.
Shall I share my screen?
No, we'll work from this one. Okay, let's start then. Left top, we've got some of the high-risk platforms that we're on. There's a lot that's not on here that I've been testing that is going to be public soon. There's a lot of the old ones that's not going to be on here because I didn't inform you about them yet. There's some of the old ones which needs high amounts of capital, which I did not introduce to you yet. All right, let's go through the first bundle. That's high-risk platforms. TradesBit, QRP, GP bots, and eBot. TradesBit, we've been on now I've been on about 6 weeks. I moved my initial capital of $50 up to just over 330. And then QRP is more or less on the same amount of numbers. Those two pay out between 1% and 4% per day on weekdays. Then we recently started GP bots, I think about a week ago, and eBot about 4 or 5 days ago. Where you buy licenses for bots that's doing arbitrage trading for you. I'm not going to go into detail what that is. Now, TradesBit and QRP, you can do your own investment, and to supplement your income there, you can build a strong downline. GP bots and eBot works well. We figured out the affiliate structure on GP bots. Philippa had a discussion with me, and we figured out the amounts that you need. On your own, you need $300 worth of licenses on GP bots, and one of your direct downlines must also have licenses to the value of 300. So once we get on that point, my level 2 will open up, and then we work on the rest of the team downwards. Remember, we work together as a team. So I've got enough people. You're not using my link on GP bots. You're using one of my downlines links. And then eBot the same. I've got enough people on there. We'll share links of the people that is sitting somewhere below me. Then the next one is a medium risk platforms. Not all of them's on here, only a few. I'm going to quickly summarize: Sit, Subs, Power, Gifting, Cryptics, and Daisy. I'm going to start at the bottom. Daisy been running for a few years. Very low returns. I didn't build much of a downline there yet. I've got my 3 people in. You need a bit of a more of a downline there. I am making money, not much, but it's coming in. Cryptex works on 3, 5, and 7-year contracts. We also started that about 2 weeks ago, and slowly we'll build a downline there. Power Gifting is a gifting community where you start with $8, and then Sits Up is a combination between gifting and crowdfunding where you can start with as little as $1, and normal plan A positions is $5 each, with a minimum of 2 positions that you can buy for $11. Then we've got other high-risk ones. CZ did not perform as it was promised. K100 changed completely now. We can also add C12 here if they decide to come back to life. There's a few others like I can't even remember all the names. I'll get to them. We'll add them here as well. Now, the plan is, and this is not what I am advising you because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm telling you what I do and how I operate these different platforms. All these platforms that's going to show on your left, you have flows to UFarm. We started UFarm about 5 weeks ago. I've checked about an hour ago. My downline is on just over 300, of which 180 of them got farms leased. I'm also in the process of getting the first potato farms for a lot of people. There's some people, I asked a question on one of the Zoom calls, I think it was last Tuesday. The first 4 is funded. There's a list of, I said the first 10, but I'll fund everybody who gave me the correct answer on that question over the next few days. I build up, they're not all in my downline. The basis of UFarm is, or the important thing that you must remember about UFarm is it pays out 2.5%, irrespective of the amount of land that you lease or the value of the land. I'm not going to go into detail on UFarm. We've got 2 weekly calls, one on a Tuesday by Andrew and one on a Friday that I will do the presentation. So you take all your money that you want, that you've got extra. Let's say you need a few dollars out of the platforms on the left. You take whatever you need and the rest you put in UFarm. UFarm starts on a $30 minimum. There's 10 plots that you can lease. So that is $300, and then you can start upgrading. We'll go more into detail on the UFarm presentations. And then what is the next step? If you upgraded your farms to the maximum level, the current maximum level on UFarm, you then make a total without downline affiliate bonuses. You make a total of $230 a day. That is where you decide how much you want to take out. You can withdraw Monday to Thursday. So Monday can be a big withdrawal because it will be all the income on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then on Tuesday, you can do another withdrawal, Wednesday again, and Thursday. You take that extra money then and go park it in Ergo Partners. We've been on Ergo Partners now for about 10 weeks. I started with $100, reinvested all my affiliate bonuses, and I'm now approaching the $3,000 mark. I don't put much, I don't put extra money in there. I will use that to show you how we have a strong downline, which is not yet so strong because there's a lot of people not funded yet. And with continuous reinvestment, you can build up a good portfolio. And then from Ergo Partners, whatever money I don't need for the basics of rent and travel costs and food and stuff, the extra money I move to City Equity. My plan is to balance out Ergo Partners and City Equity in the long run. They both pay out at the same amount, more or less, 0.71 and 0.73 on the small investments. Both is extremely old, Ergo 26 years, City Equity 29 years. Both is handling huge amounts of money of big pension funds, private investors, and they recently opened up for the small investors as well. Then the next one, after you've balanced these two out, You take your extra money. Now, just quickly on Ergo Partners, if you've got $12,000 invested on Ergo Partners, you can earn $102 without affiliate bonuses per day. And that's more or less the same on City Equity, a few cents more. Then we're looking at the next one is GS Partners, which I've been working on strategy for quite some time, and we recently started working on getting people on board. It is more expensive. You will see as we go along, it gets more expensive. We'll have detailed GS Partners presentations every Monday with Willie. And then from there on, you can contact me if you want to be in my downline so that I can get you the correct link out. I'm building already on the level below me, so you'll not get a link easily from me. And then the last one is GL, of which I'm not going to say much at this stage. GL, let me just stop this. Right, GL is a gifting community. I've got huge and extremely strong lineages in GL. It's called Gift of Legacy. It's a gifting platform. Whatever money you've got spare, then after this whole cycle, I will strongly advise that you join one of my lineages, and then over time we build your own lineage up there. I do have GL calls, I think, on Fridays at 2 o'clock. I've not been working much on Gift of Legacy. I did a huge amount of work in the beginning, and I did a lot of work up to the 12-month mark. And then I slowed down a little bit there to investigate other platforms with the idea of moving money into Gift of Legacy. Gift of Legacy, it's unconditional gifts that you give, but you also receive unconditional gifts in the long run. I'll have a detailed call on Gift of Legacy this Friday. So that is the whole structure that we're using. I am going to work on this presentation with Philippas. He did a lot of the work this afternoon in a very short time with me screaming in the ears the whole time. And that is just to get the basics out to you. We are also working on a document where each of the platforms will give you the minimum investment amount, the return on investment, the minimum withdrawal amount, a bit about the risk factors, a little bit about how each of the platforms work. I guess it will be eventually a document up to 20 pages. It will be updated frequently. And I think once we more or less on the 50% finish mark or completed mark on that document, I will make it public for viewing. And then between Philippa and myself, we will keep on editing the document. If there's new platforms that I introduce, we will add them according to category, high risk, low risk, or medium risk. And then you can go read more there. Also, we've got the supergroup running now properly. Not all the topics is in yet. I did add one this morning. I can't remember which one. So all the Telegram groups over time, next 6 weeks or so, is going to be deleted. I will post in the groups, and I will warn you in advance when one group is close to being deleted. And then you can join the Kana supergroup and go find the topic that you want to go see and read all the news there. Right, that is basically all from my side now. Philippa, do you want to add something before I open up for questions?
No, thank you, Stefan. I think you covered it. Thank you very much. And yeah, we'll share a bit more of the flow plan in next week's meeting. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to work on the PowerPoint presentation. I just did a few things, and we also need to figure out, I can time it on my side that I see one circle at a time or one item or one section at a time. We'll work it out so that we will rehearse it on a separate Zoom call so that we can do a presentation per section. Anyway, this is recorded, so you can, maybe we'll find a way to make it available for you online as well. Or I'll share the presentation in the group once we got it finalized and looking nice and presentable. Right, any questions? Any questions on the flow of what I do? Remember, it's not financial advice, it's just how I operate my platforms. Is there any questions on any specific platform? Right, it looks then we finish. Anyone wants to add something? Or say something about one of the platforms? Right, then we're all good. Just again, don't send me a referral link for a new thing that you want me to test. Send me the link for the website. Now, if you only send me a link for a referral link, I am not going to even look at it. I want a website link. I want the return on investment. I want the minimum investment amount and the minimum withdrawal amount. And then I will look at it. If I'm not interested, I will tell you straight out. Or if I'm interested, I will tell you I will investigate. And then you don't message me every 2 hours. I will get to it in my own good time. I'm still sitting with huge amount of outstanding messages. Total on Telegram currently, I've got it down this morning from 2,400 to 2,700. And a lot of those messages, I blocked the user because of people not following my guidelines, asking me questions that I said, don't ask me in a message. Go to the groups and check. If you keep on harassing me or keep on sending me invitation links or referral links, I will eventually block you. Remember, I'm not looking for people to fill my downlines. You are looking for my help. I don't need you. You are here so that I can guide you and assist you to get qualified to do your own rescue. I don't need any platform. I make enough money on my own, or I've got enough money on my own. So if you don't want my guidance, then so be it. If you don't want to work with us, some people know that I'm investigating or testing platforms, and then they go register with the idea that I can register under them. I'm going to block you. Not interested. You work with me or you work on your own. On any platform, I can load a lot of people in a very short time. And I can help everybody else to get affiliates below them, to get good bonuses. I'm going to give an example of YouFarm. Between Andrew and myself, we decided we're going to load 10 people to start with. That is the minimum requirement to earn a monthly salary. And then we will load 3 new people every week if we get to that levels. We're supposed to have 40 people, but we then started building on the downlines. I've got on my 3rd level now a huge amount of people. Total is over 306 already, because we are assisting people on my level 3 to build, and on my level 2, that adds on my level 3. I don't make money on level 4, but it will filter through to me eventually, giving me more money to sponsor other people in on YouFarm. Right, that's all then for today. If nobody wants to add anything, and we'll see you next Wednesday. We will do a Philippa, you must prepare yourself mentally and emotionally and physically. You're doing the PowerPoint presentation next week. You'll have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Stefan. I will do. I'll be ready.
Good. I will organize a box of tissues along for in case it's too much emotionally. But I know you're going to do a good job. We'll practice before the time.
Thanks, Stefan.
But you need to thank Philippa for the PowerPoint presentation that she basically built now in a question of 25 minutes. She's doing a lot of, she's helping a lot in the background, and she's working a lot on building strong, powerful teams in all the platforms. If you want to join, contact Philippa and get a link from one of her downlines. She's building very strong downlines. Right, that's it. Recording will be up in a few minutes. My next call is tomorrow At 3, Thursday is not too busy in the daytime. And Friday we've got 3 calls, and then from Monday it's a lot of calls again every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 calls on Monday. Make sure when I post the schedule that you know exactly if I'm talking about South African time. You'll see the Monday call for sit-subs is Eastern Seaboard time. That's American time. So that's 1 o'clock South African time in the middle of the night. So the South Africans don't need to be on there. Right, you can unmute, say bye. See you next week.
Thank you, Stefan. Thanks, Philippa.
Thank you, Stefan. Bye.
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 Bye,
Buddy.
bye everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Stefan.